So welcome to this class. In this class, we are going to discuss about the how we are going to calculate the per unit values of a transformer. So already we know the parameters of transformer. That transformer has a resistance as well as a reactance, primary winding, and secondary winding has also the resistance as well as a reactance, the core loss resistance and magnetizing reactance. So all these values already we have seen that those are the absolute values, actual values. But here, the transformer, the major application of the transformer is we are using the transformers in a power system. But there, compared to the actual value, the per unit value is better when compared to for the given transformer. For given transformer. So, in this class, we are going to how we are going to calculate the per unit value of a transformer. How we are going to calculate the per unit value of a transformer. Now, actually, what is meant by per unit? Suppose if you take the one class consisting a 50 number of students, 50 number of students, we have conducted the exam for the 50 number of students. The each student, see here, serial number, marks in a maths. We have conducted exam in the maths, marks in a maths. The first student out of 100, out of 100, the first student got the 25 marks, second student got the 35 marks, third student got the 60 marks, fourth student got the again 20 marks. Like that, we have marks for the each student in a maths exam, because we conducted exam only in the maths. We conducted exam in a, these marks are nothing but out of 100 each student got the some amount of marks. These values are nothing but absolute values. Suppose if we want to represent the same marks in a per unit means now we have to take the what is the maximum value of the marks obtained by the student. The maximum marks out of the 50 student, if we observe any student, no student can get the more than the 100 marks. Nothing but the maximum marks for the students is the in maths exam is the 100 marks. 100 marks. So now we want to represent the same quantity in a per unit means actual marks divided by the base. In this case, what is the base value? Generally, we are taking the base value as the maximum value. See, maximum value of the marks obtained by the student is 100 marks. So, 25 by 100, we are getting the 0.25. The same manner, 35 by 100, 0.35. 60 by 100, 0.6. 20 by 100, 0.2. In this manner, lastly 40 by 100, 0.4. So in this manner we calculate the one value. These values are nothing but per unit values. Now in this case, how do you calculate the per unit value of the marks of a student? Means actual value divided by the base value. Actual value divided by the base value. Generally the base value will be taken as a maximum value. But here, now how we are going to define the per unit means, per unit value of any quantity is equal to actual value of the quantity, divided by base value of that quantity. The quantity should be the same. See here, we are going to calculate the per unit value for the marks obtained by the student. So the denominator also, we should take the maximum value of the marks. Suppose if we want to calculate the per unit value of the student, number of students means the denominator quantity also should be the number of students. The numerator as well as denominator also should be the same quantity. Now how we are going to calculate the Now we are going to see how we are going to calculate the per unit value of the values for the given transformer. Given transformer. Per unit system. In per unit system, any quantity is defined as ratio between the actual value of the quantity to the base value. So the per unit value equal to actual value divided by the base value. Actual value divided by the base value. It is represented simply as PU. Sometimes it is represented by the some others also following the P dot U dot also. See, any way you can represent. Per unit value of the current. See, as per the electrical is concerned, we have a current, voltage, impedance, power. All those values you can able to represent in a per unit value. So, suppose if you take the per unit value of the current, actual current divided by the base current. Same manner, per unit value of power, actual power divided by the base power. Per unit value of the resistance, actual resistance divided by the base impedance. Per unit value of the reactance, actual reactance divided by the base reactance. So in this manner, we can able to calculate the per unit value for the voltage, current, power, resistance and reactance component. Next, per unit copper loss. How we are going to find out the per unit copper loss? Suppose if we take the two winding transformer. Now how we are going to define the per unit copper loss means it is a ratio between the full load copper loss occurs in a two winding transformer divided by the kVA rating of the transformer. See, full load copper loss. So how we are going to represent the full load copper loss? I2F square into Re2. What is Re2 here? Equivalent resistance of a transformer with refer to the secondary. The same manner, this is also representing the current, full load current in a secondary. Full load current in secondary side. Next, divided by the kVA rating. See, in that manner, we are going to calculate the per unit copper loss. Full load copper loss divided by the kVA rating. See, numerator also the power, denominator also the power. Now, voltage regulation in terms of per unit values. So already we know the expression for the voltage regulation of a transformer. The voltage regulation of a transformer that we are representing as VR simply I2F Re2 cos pi 2 plus or minus I2F Xe2 sin pi 2 divided by V2 into 100, or sometimes we are representing it is a E2 also, nothing but no load voltage, V2 not or E2, both are same. Now here, if we observe this expression, this is nothing but a secondary full load current. This is the voltage regulation of a transformer at a full load. Now if you separate this one, this plus we are using for the lagging power factor, whereas the minus we are using for the leading power factor. If we separate this one, I2F square, I2F Re2 divided by V20 cos pi 2 plus or minus I2F Xe2 divided by V2 0 sine pi 2 whole multiplied by 100. Whole multiplied by 100. So what is I2 Re2? This is representing the voltage drop in a resistance. Full load voltage drop. Full load voltage drop. Divided by V2 naught. Nothing but a rated voltage in the secondary side. So this is representing, this quantity is representing the per unit value of a resistance drop. Per unit value of resistance drop. So here this is per unit value of resistance drop into cos pi 2 plus or minus, this is per unit value of reactance drop. Per unit value of reactance drop into sin pi 2 whole multiplied by 100. Suppose if the per unit value of resistance drop and reactance drop is given, then we can find out the voltage regulation of a transformer at full load. At full load. See here, the same quantity we can represent it as a, see, suppose here if it represents the same quantity, if we take it separately, this quantity Re2 divided by V2 naught I2 F. This is representing the impedance. So Re2 divided by impedance. This is nothing but a impedance of a transformer. Impedance of a transformer. These two are the full values. Nothing but rated values. This is rated voltage. This is the rated current. So the whatever the quantity we are getting here, voltage by current, that we are getting the impedance. This value is nothing but a base value. So we can say this value is nothing but a per unit resistance also. Per unit resistance of a transformer. Per unit resistance of a transformer. Same manner, this also we are representing as a per unit reactance of transformer. Per unit resistance of a transformer equal to per unit resistance drop of a transformer. The same manner, per unit reactance of a transformer is equal to per unit reactance drop of a transformer. Reactance drop of a transformer. Nothing but if the per unit resistance and reactance is given, then also we can find out the what is the voltage regulation of a transformer at full load. Only you can find at full load only. Only you can find at a the voltage regulation at full load equal to I2F Re2 cos pi plus or minus I2F Xe2 sin pi by V2 into 100. The same thing we are rearranging this one. Plus or minus, plus we are using for the lagging power factor, minus we are using for the leading power factor. You separate it. This we can write it as a C. Percentage voltage resistance drop equal to the percentage, nothing but this value, nothing but percentage resistance drop. Here we are getting 100 into 100. So this is percentage resistance drop. That is equal to, in this here, this is nothing but a per unit value. Per unit resistance drop into 100. Per unit resistance drop into 100. The same manner, percentage reactance voltage drop equal to per unit reactance drop into 100. Nothing but here. This is the per unit value into 100 into 100. So the voltage regulation at a full load equal to percentage resistance drop into cos pi plus or minus percentage reactance drop into sin pi. Now the voltage regulation at a full load in terms of per unit. The voltage regulation at a full load, that is equal to per unit resistance drop into cos pi plus or minus per unit reactance drop into sin phi whole multiplied by 100. Now what is the difference between the percentage and per unit means? Here 100 is not there. In case of per unit 100 is there. That should be multiplied with a 100. That is the difference. Now here plus or minus. The plus we are using for the lagging power factor, whereas the minus we are using for the leading power factor. Let me see this problem. The efficiency of a 20 kVA 2500 by 250 single phase transformer at a unity power factor is 98% at a rated load, also at a off load. Determine the transformer core and ohmic losses and per unit value of resistance of a transformer. Per unit value of resistance of a problem is the efficiency of a transformer at full load as well as off load is given. That is 98% at unity power factor. At unity power factor. Now let me take the Wi is the constant loss or iron loss. Wc is the full load copper loss. Now output of a transformer at a full load. Output of transformer at full load. The full load value becomes a 20 kVA. So 20 kVA into power factor, unity power factor. So 1, that is equal to 20 kilowatt. Output power in a kilowatt. Now input of a transformer at full load equal to efficiency value is given 98%. So output by efficiency of a transformer, that is giving the input of a transformer in a kilowatt. We are getting the 20.408 kilowatt. Now losses in a transformer at full load. Losses in a transformer at full load, that is equal to Wi plus Wc equal to or input minus output. So 20.408 minus 20, we are getting the 0.408 kilowatt. This you take it to the equation 1. This you take it to the equation 1. Now in the same manner, we are going to find out how much losses occurs in a transformer at a offload. You keep this value one side. We got this value at a full load. Now we are going to find out now the output of a transformer at offload. That is equal to full load is 20, off load is 10. 10 into the power factor value is given, that is 1, so 10 kilowatt. Now the input of a transformer at off load, that is equal to efficiency value is given. So we can find out the output power divided by the efficiency, that is 10 divided by 0.98. We are getting the 10.204 kilowatt. Now losses in a transformer at off load. Losses in transformer at off load. This is equal to Wi plus, this is full load copper loss. Wc is nothing but a full load copper loss. So at off load 1 by 2 square into Wc. So we are getting the 1 by 4, nothing but 0.25 Wc. That is this is equal to 10.204 minus 10. We are getting the 0.204. This you take the equation 2. Now we have to solve these two equations. So when you are going to solve the two equations, first you are writing the equation 1, Wi plus Wc equal to 0.408. Second equation, Wi plus 0.25 Wc equal to 0.204. Subtract this one, second equation, from the first equation. You are getting the value. How much you are getting? 0.75 Wc equal to 0.204. So full load copper loss equal to 0.204 divided by 0.75. You are getting the value 0.272 kilowatt. Now if you substitute this value in any one equation, we are getting the constant losses. Wi equal to, now constant losses equal to 0.408 minus 0.272. We are getting the value as 0.136 kilowatt. So in this manner we can calculate the full load copper loss as well as iron losses in a transformer. The first one is over. Now we come to the per unit value of the resistance of a transformer. Per unit value of resistance of a transformer. Now we have to remember this value. Full load copper loss. Now we have to remember these two values. One is full load copper loss, Wc. Here we are writing once again Wc equal to 0.272 kilowatt. Next we are trying to find out what is the per unit value of resistance of a transformer. Per unit value of resistance of a transformer. Now how do you find the per unit value of resistance of a transformer? Means the per unit value of resistance of a transformer is defined as equivalent resistance of a transformer with referred to any winding, that may be the primary winding or secondary winding, divided by the base impedance. Base impedance. See here, the per unit value of resistance of a transformer, that is equal to, that we are writing as a per unit value of resistance of transformer this is equal to the resistance of a transformer, equivalent resistance of a transformer with refer to the primary or secondary, divided by, see here we have taken secondary, divided by the impedance of a transformer with refer to the secondary, nothing but a V2 divided by I2 full load. I2 full load. This is the impedance. Now if we rewrite this equation, this we can write it as a I2 full load into Re2 divided by secondary full load, divided by the multiply the numerator denominator by the full load current, I2F divided by I2F, nothing but this is equal to I2 square F Re2 divided by V2 into I2F. This is representing the full load copper loss. Full load copper loss. Full load copper loss divided by rating of transformer. Rating of transformer. So the per unit value of resistance of a transformer, that we can write it as a full load copper loss divided by the rating of a transformer. So what is the full load copper loss? Already we know 0.272. So per unit value of resistance of a transformer that is equal to 0.272 divided by kVA rating, nothing but 20. This is equal to 0.0136. 0.136. This is the per unit resistance of a transformer is 0.0136. The same manner, suppose if you want to find out the per unit value of the resistance with respect to the primary by considering the primary values with respect to the primary values also, we are getting the same value. That is the beauty of calculating the per unit value for the transformer. If you calculate the per unit value of resistance of a transformer with respect to the primary or secondary, whatever it is, but you are getting the same per unit value. You are getting the same per. A 6000, next problem, a 6600 by 440 volts single phase transformer has equivalent resistance of 0.02 per unit and equivalent reactance of 0.05 per unit. Find the full load voltage regulation of a transformer at 0.8 power factor lagging. If the primary is 6600 volts, find also the secondary terminal voltage at full load. See here, the per unit value of resistance is given. Per unit value of resistance is given. They ask you to find out what is the full voltage regulation at a full load. So the voltage regulation at full load, already we know per unit value of resistance into cos pi plus, because in the problem they have given 0.8 power factor lagging, that's why here we are taking the plus. Next, per unit value of reactance into sin pi whole multiplied by 100, that we are getting the percentage value. Whenever you are multiplying this value, that value will be converted into the percentage voltage regulation. So how much value is given for the resistance? Per unit value of resistance, that is 0.02 into, here 0.02 is given, cos pi nothing but 0.8, that is here, plus per unit value of reactance is given, that is 0.05 into sin pi. Already cos pi value is given. From that value, if you calculate the sin pi, you are getting 0.6 into 100. Now this value you are getting, how much we are getting means 4.6 percentage. This is the full load voltage regulation of a transformer at full load. Now the second parameter, also find the secondary terminal voltage at a full load. See here, secondary terminal voltage, nothing but already we know the voltage regulation formula in terms of a secondary voltage and terminal voltage of a secondary, that is E2 naught minus V2 divided by E2 naught into 100, that is equal to 4.6%. So here, so how do you write this one? This we can write it as a 4.6% means into divided by 100. See here, we can write it as a, if we take this one, E2 naught, the same equation we can write it as a E2 naught value 440 minus V2, that we have to calculate, divided by 440. This is equal to 0.046. So V2 equal to, how much you are getting V2? 440 into 0.046. 440 minus 20.24. So the terminal voltage becomes a V2 equal to, this is the terminal voltage of a transformer at full load. Now we are going to solve this problem. A 2 kVA 220 volts divided by 110 volts transformer, the primary equivalent resistance and reactance of a transformers are 2 ohms, 8 ohms. Find the per unit value of resistance and reactance referred to the primary and full load copper loss. See here, The per unit equivalent resistance of resistance and reactance of transformer is given with refer to the primary. So RE1 equal to 2 ohms. The same manner XE1 equal to 8 ohm. Now to calculate this value, per unit value, we should know the base value. So base impedance with refer to the primary, that is equal to voltage rating of the primary, nothing but this is 220 volts, 220 volts divided by the primary full load current. This is rated voltage divided by the rated current. The primary full load current, how we are getting the primary rated full load current, that is 2 kVA divided by 220 volts, that is 9.09 amperes. So you take this value here. So 220 by 9.09, how much will you get in? 220 divided by 9.09, you are getting the value 24.202 ohms. Now per unit value of resistance with refer to the primary, that is equal to 2 divided by actual value divided by the base value, that is 24.202. This is equal to how much you are getting? 0.0826. The same manner, this is per unit value of resistance. Per unit value of reactance, X equivalent equal to actual reactance divided by base value, that is 24.202. This is equal to 0.33051. See, in this manner, we can calculate the per unit value of resistance as well as the reactance of a transformer if the equivalent resistance of a transformer with refer to the primary or secondary, what are the values are given. Now, one more parameter, the full load copper loss. So already we know that the per unit value of resistance, here we are writing the per unit value of resistance equal to full load copper loss divided by kVA rating of transformer. Already we know this relation previously, kVA rating of transformer. The per unit value of resistance already we know, that is 0.0826 equal to full load copper loss, that we have to calculate. Full load copper loss divided by kVA rating, that is 2 kVA. So the full load copper loss in kilowatt, that is equal to 165.2 watts. So actually this value we are getting in kilowatt, that we have converted into the watts, into 1000.